Alright, so I'm just going to show you how to install BoxCutter. First you go to houseminimalrecords.com/BoxCutter. It's going to take you to a little home page that tells you all about it, and I'm going to tell you about it later in this video, because all we care about right now is downloading and installing. So you're going to go ahead and click download, and then you're going to click .exe for Windows. That's what I'm on, a .dmg for Mac. Save it to a place that you'll find it. And once it downloads, you'll go ahead and open it. Windows is going to show you this. You're just going to go ahead and click Run It anyways. Mac is a little bit harder to find, but the README tells you how to resolve it. Create a desktop shortcut if you want to, and then go ahead and click Install. Okay, so the first thing you're going to see when you load BoxCutter is the dashboard. It'll show you a library breakdown of your different file types. It'll show you any low bitrate items, and it'll show you how big your library is and how many tracks you've got. You can, collapse and expand that. It'll also show you your top played songs, which is super cool. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our paths. Mine are already loaded in, but I'm going to show you how to do it for you. First is your Rekordbox database path. It shows you where the default is stored. Mine's stored on Dropbox because I have everything synced to the cloud. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and open up wherever you've got your Rekordbox master DB stored. Mine is stored in this Rekordbox folder on my drive. And you go right click and copy as path on a Windows, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to make sure that you paste that into that section. Next, you're going to select where you store your music. I store it in that same folder, so I'm just going to leave that as is. And then I also store my higher quality audio in its own folder, but you don't need to do that. Next, you'll set up a delete folder. This is where tracks that you want removed from your computer will go when you click library cleanup, but we'll get to that in a second. And then you set up a watch directory. This is where you'll see where new tracks come in. So here I'm just kind of showing you how I'm copying the path for my delete folder. And I'm going to show you how I save that as well. And there you go. So next what you'll go ahead and do is you'll go to add new tracks. The thing you always want to remember when you're running these is always do a dry run first. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure that my watch directory is correct. This is where all my new tracks go, and I have a target playlist in Rekordbox I want those tracks added to. I click dry run, and it will tell me how many tracks I need to add. So those are the 3 new tracks that I've downloaded. Awesome. Again, I always do dry runs just to make sure it's good, and then I click add to playlist and run for real. And there you go. It shows you that it's confirmed. So if I go ahead and I show you, opening up Rekordbox, you're going to see those in the new music filter playlist that I have called out right up there. Now, something to note, it does not analyze your tracks for you. It just adds them to the playlist. So it's going to ask you when you open up Rekordbox if you want to analyze those tracks. If you go ahead and click yes, it'll go ahead and analyze them for you. Okay, so what if you've got a lot of tracks that you remove from your collection, but they stay on your computer, you don't know where they go? Cleaning up is possible using BoxCutter. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to delete a bunch of tracks that I don't really listen to anymore. You may like them, they're not for me anymore. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click remove from collection. Cool. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure to close Rekordbox. As you can see, it will tell you when Rekordbox is open. You don't want to do anything with this when Rekordbox is open. So I go to library cleanup, I make sure that it's scanning the correct folder and that my delete folder is put in. I'm going to go ahead and click a dry run, and it's going to run scanning all of my music files, and it will tell me how many it's going to move to delete. So as you can see, those are the tracks that I wanted to get rid of. They're already gone from my collection, but they're still on my computer. I'm just doing this to clean up space. So after the dry run, I run it for real. And there you go, 5 have moved to delete. So if I go to my delete folder, as you can see, those are the songs I deleted, organized by artist. You can just delete that whole folder and they'll officially be off your computer, and boom, now you've saved space. If I open up Rekordbox, I'm just going to show you that all the tracks are available, nothing's missing, so I didn't delete the wrong file. And if you go in and you actually try to search for those songs, again, you remove them from the collection, they should be completely gone, and there they are. You can't find them anymore. Okay, so you've downloaded a bunch of tracks, but they've got comments that say where you got it from in their URL. Well, you'll strip URL comments to get rid of those. So again, run the dry run first. It will tell you how many files it will modify. As you saw in the beginning of this video, those files all had Spotify.com links in them. If I go find those now and I reload the tags after running the tool, boom, those comments are gone. It will not delete other comments. It only deletes URLs. All right, streaming your Rekordbox library. This one's a little bit more involved. I've blacked out my IPs so that people can't see them. But in general, you're going to come to the Stream Rekordbox section of BoxCutter. It's going to walk you through how to install an app called Tailscale. You'll go ahead and install it on your computer. You'll install it on your iPhone. It should work for Android, but I haven't tested it. So next, I'm going to go to my phone, and I'm going to go to the correct URL. Again, it will tell you if Rekordbox is open. You don't want to do this when Rekordbox is open. So always make sure Rekordbox is closed before you use BoxCutter. It's going to put in the pin that you describe. And boom, there's your library. This song's a heater, by the way. Now, intelligent playlists don't render just yet. It won't show you the songs. I'm still working on that. But other custom playlists, you will be able to see your tracks. All right, enjoy.